Have you ever wondered how to navigate life's temptations and criticisms? Psalm 141 provides a practical guide, spoken through the heartfelt prayer of David. The psalm begins with David crying out to the Lord, pleading for God to hasten to him and lend an ear to his voice. This opening verse sets the tone for the psalm, a desperate plea for divine intervention. The second verse portrays David's prayer as incense before God and the lifting of his hands akin to an evening sacrifice. This imagery paints a vivid picture of David's earnest dedication to his communication with God. In the third verse, David requests divine restraint for his words, asking God to set a watch before his mouth and keep the door of his lips. Here, David acknowledges the power of words and the potential harm they can cause if not controlled. This is a timeless lesson reminding us to guard our tongues and consider our words carefully. The fourth verse sees David seeking protection from evil and wicked deeds. He asks God not to let his heart be inclined towards evil, or to partake in the dainties of those who work iniquity. This highlights the allure of sin and the need for divine guidance to resist it. In the fifth verse, David demonstrates humility and wisdom, accepting reproof from the righteous as an act of kindness. He views criticism as beneficial, a concept that remains relevant today. The sixth verse speaks of the overthrow of unjust judges and their eventual recognition of David's words. This serves as a reminder that justice eventually prevails and truth is recognized. The seventh verse alludes to the mortality of mankind, like wood scattered on the earth. This sobering image reminds us of our fleeting existence and the inevitability of death. In the eighth verse, David reaffirms his trust in God, asking not to be left destitute. This verse emphasizes the importance of placing one's trust in God, especially in times of distress. In the ninth verse, David asks for protection from the snares and traps laid by the wicked, a metaphor for the temptations and pitfalls of life. The psalm concludes with a plea for the wicked to fall into their own nets while David escapes. A powerful ending that underscores the divine justice that awaits those who plot evil. In summary, Psalm 141 serves as a guide for navigating life's challenges. It emphasizes the importance of careful speech, resistance to sin, acceptance of criticism, and unwavering trust in God. Through David's prayer, we are reminded of our human weaknesses and the need for divine guidance and protection. Remember, life is a journey filled with trials and tribulations, but with humility, wisdom, and a steadfast faith in God, we can navigate through it successfully. So, the next time you find yourself facing temptation or criticism, remember David's prayer in Psalm 141. It might just provide the guidance you seek.